Okay. Now we are moving on to the next topic, that is about the seeds. So little bit we have already done about the seeds. Who is going to tell me? Akash, I will start from you. In the previous class, we have done about the seeds. What was the structure of the seed? What is the baby plant inside known as? From where they get the nourishment? Yes, tell please.
Okay. The baby's plant seed name is embryon. He can food store. The food store name is first leaf.
Why you are so much moving? Sit still. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The seed code is protecting to baby plant. Means embryon.
Very good. Very good. And the leaves are also coming out of the embryo. That is known as the
first leaf.
First leaf, they are known as the cotyledons.
Cotyledons.
Yes, and in some seeds, they are single cotyledon, and some seeds, they have two cotyledons.
Yes.
In the seeds which have one cotyledon, they are known as monocot seeds, and the seeds which have two cotyledons are known as the dicot seeds. Yes?
Okay.
Clear this much to everyone? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, good. So plant seedling process means simple, a small seeds are there, we sow it, then they grow, start first leaves, the roots are coming out, then the leaves are coming out. Okay, see small seedling has been grown, then the plant is start growing, see it's getting fruits and all that. This is the actual process of the germination of the seeds. Now comes to the street structure, as Akash has already explained. This is also the same thing written here. The embryo, which is the baby plant, you can see here, and these green color leaves, the seeds are known as the cotyledons, and the seed coat is there, which protects the seed from any danger. Embryo, the baby plant inside the seed. As the seed matures, with air, water, sunlight, food, all the things are required, baby plant grows into a seedling. Okay, one thing I want to ask that, okay, I already told you that we take in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide, and plants, they take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. This we have understood. But can anyone tell me what seeds breathe? Which gas they are breathing? They are also breathing in carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen? No, here is a twist. When the seeds are there, the seeds require oxygen and water for the germination. They require oxygen and water from the germination till they themselves become big enough to photosynthesize. Then they take carbon dioxide and give oxygen. I repeat again, when there are seeds, the seeds always use of oxygen and water because they can't do photosynthesis. Seeds can't do photosynthesis. When a small plant has been grown, the leaves are there and they start to photosynthesize, then they take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Clear this much? This little twist is clear to everyone? Okay. Because this question can come and it can confuse because seeds don't take in carbon dioxide. Okay. Seed coat, the hard and the tough covering of the seed. Food store by the parent plant, it is known as stored food, which is the starch. Food is always stored in the form of starch. Mark this important. Food is always stored in the plant or where in the form of starch. Young plant uses this stored food until it is large enough to make its own food by the process of photosynthesis. Clear to everyone? Okay, till that time they are using this endosperm, food stored in the seed. But as soon as they become large enough, they can photosynthesize, then they try to make their own food. Clear? Next, seed structure, more detailed structure is that they have plumule and they have radicle. Can you see here? If you can see in the picture that see, they have a plumule, which is this first leaf which is coming out. This is the hypocotyle. This is the radicle at the tip of which, and the radicle, you want to write down, radicle is the one which forms the root. Radicle is the one which forms the root, and plumule is the one which forms the shoot. Plumule is the one which forms the shoot. Radicle is the one which forms the root. Okay. Then in between there is a hypocotyle and there is epicotyle. Base of plumule, there is an epicotyle. See this stalk type part. Can you see the curved part? This is the epicotyle. Hypocotyle is between your epicotyle and the radicle is the tip part which is forming the root. See, hypocotyle, base of radicle. Can you see that? Base of radicle means this is radicle, this is the base. So hypocotyle is the base of radicle, epicotyle is the base of plumule. Is that clear? Write on these things, it is important. Epicotyle and hypocotyle. Epicotyle is the base of plumule. See, epicotyle, hypocotyle, radical, plumule. Epicotyle is the base of plumule. Radical is the base of, hypocotyle is the base of radical. Radical, it forms the root and starts growing downwards. Whereas the plumule, it forms the shoot and starts growing upwards. Yes, Vanya?
Ma'am, I don't understand. Seed need carbon dioxide or water and oxygen or water and then germination.
Seeds, they need oxygen and water, not carbon dioxide and water. Seeds require oxygen and water, but when the seed grows and forms a plant, when they start to photosynthesize, they can do photosynthesis, then they use carbon dioxide and give out oxygen.
And ma'am, what is written here?
Where?
Ma'am, roots and
Starts growing downwards.
start.
Please be fast.
Ma'am, can I write this?
As you wish, Shaman. But now I'm deleting it. You will not get time to write. Okay. So hypocotyle is the stem of a germinating seedling found below the cotyledons. Cotyledons are the seed leaves. Remember that. If you want to write, you can write down. Their seed leaves are the cotyledons. Okay. And above the radicle. Okay. Plumule develops into the future shoot, which is the stem and the leaves of the plant. Radicle develops into future root. Just now I told you all the things. The epicotyle is the base of the that thing. What is germination? Germination is what? When the seeds from the seed, it is sprouted. If the seed is sprouted, a small seedling comes out, that is the germination. So germination is a process by which the seed starts to grow into a new plant, that is from seed to a new plant. This process is known as germination. And when the germination will occur? When the seed will get the favorable conditions. What are the favorable conditions? Proper water, proper oxygen, proper sunlight, then only they will be able to germinate. It's not that all the seeds are germinating. No. When and where, if I'm putting one seed in the soil and one seed in the refrigerator, which of the two will be growing? Two situations I'm giving. One seed I've put in the soil and I've potted in a plant, and the second thing is I've put it in the fridge or refrigerator. Which of the two will grow? Yes, Aditya.
The one that is not in the fridge.
Not in the fridge. So means, because you can say that they are getting the favorable conditions. Yes, but in the fridge, they are not getting favorable conditions. Conditions required. Again, the same thing is there. Good quality soil is there. Oxygen, water, warm temperature, sunlight. Okay. Water and oxygen are taken in through the seed coat. This is an important line. If you want to write, you can write. But from where they are getting these things? From the seed coat, which is the outer covering. Oxygen and water. That is only I told you that the seeds will require oxygen and water. Steps to seed germination. Yes, I want Vanya to please read one by one the steps loudly.
Okay. First, seeds absorb water.
Very good.
Second, absorbed water causes food, storing tissues to swell and crack the seed coat open, provides moisture to the embryo.
Clear to this much is clear. All I have already explained. Yes. Next.
Third, embryo starts getting
Nourishment. Nourishment means nutrients. They
nourishment.
are getting the nourishment to grow. Okay.
Nourishment. Tiny roots start coming out of the seed.
Yes.
Fourth, the young embryo root
begins to grow
downwards into the soil to
anchor
the seed and search for more food and nutrients from the soil.
That's it. Yes. Continue, Akash, fifth point.
Okay, ma'am.
Eventually,
embryo started getting nourishment. Tiny roots start coming out of the seed.
No, but it's fifth point. Fifth point. You have to start from the fifth point.
Eventually, the growing plant burst open through the seed coat in search of sunlight to start own process of photosynthesis.
So what they are doing, when they got proper temperature, the seed starts to grow, and as soon as the seed starts to grow, they burst open, and the seed coat is broken. Okay, then only they will come out. Na? Next, the shoot.
The shoot emerges and begin to grow upward towards the light.
Soon,
A baby plant called seedling starts coming out of the cotyledons.
Cotyledons was there with the embryo. Yes. Later on,
Yes.
what will happen? These cotyledons will shed off because embryo
Yes.
started growing. The cotyledons will shed off. The roots
start growing and the cotyledons are pulled upwards. The stem grows longer and the first leaf starts developing. The leaves develop completely and the cotyledons fall off. The leaves start making food. Finally, the seeding of a plant grows into a new plant and the germination process is completed.
Clear? So the baby plant is there, the cotyledons are there, they are getting air and water from the seed coat. Later on, when they are growing, they will burst open, the seed coat will be burst open, and first the roots will come out and then the shoot part will come out. And as the shoot part is growing, new leaves are coming, they will start to photosynthesize. And as soon as they will start to photosynthesize, what will happen? They will start taking in carbon dioxide. Seed germination. Tiny leaves sprout at the end of the shoot. You can see tiny leaves are there at the end of the shoots. Letting photosynthesis to takes place. These are called the foliage leaves. You can see here. Yes. They give the baby plant energy until it gets its own green leaves to photosynthesize. Clear? So means these leaves are growing further and then they will photosynthesize. Read the questions.
Okay. Complete the following sentence.
No, Akash, mute yourself.
Okay.
Your turn is over. Mute yourself. Yes, Emin, first question.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yeah, tell first one.
A soaked bean seed is placed on wet cotton. 2 days later, the seed will
What will be the answer for the first out of these options? Split into two, become dry, get spoiled, germinate or sprout.
become dry to become cold.
No, beta, no, wrong answer. Yes, Sayam? Aditya,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell, please read first and two statements and then tell the answer?
Soaked bean seed is placed on wet 2 days later. The 2 days later.
Wait, two students are speaking. Wait, Sayam, mute yourself.
Will dash.
Second part.
Seeds kept in the refrigerator do not sprout because they.
Now tell the answer out of the four options.
First answer is C.
First answer is?
First question the answer.
Answer is what?
C.
Seed. Where is the seed written? C option, get spoiled. No, beta.
No, I meant D.
D, germinate or sprout.
Yeah.
Yes, and the second answer is they will not get sufficient warmth, air and water. Means no favorable conditions are there in the refrigerator. That is why they will not sprout, whereas these are getting the favorable conditions, so they will sprout. Clear?